What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Sullivan, the Burninator here. That's a reference to my job, and I'm not going to explain that because if you don't know, I don't want you to know. But a week in training, I had heavy deadlifts, explosive bench day, and squats for reps, and then I have my bodybuilder bench day tomorrow that I'll get that done. My parents are coming down, so I know it's going to be a quick workout and all that, so it'll be cool. But that was 475 for 3 sets of 2 on the deadlift. I was honestly fried that day because I just did a whole bunch of inadvertent cardio the day before. This is 275 for 1. I just wanted to show you guys that because comparatively to the video I put up a while ago with the new bar that I was using, the new bar I have definitely weighs more because that 275 was easy and the one that I did in the basement gym was not. That was 385 pounds with reverse bands. I did 6 sets of 2 with that. I know those Elite FDS average bands are taking a whole lot off of the lift, but they're still great to overload the triceps. That was 365 for 2. This is my squats for reps day. I ended up getting 405 for 6 reps with the new bar that I'm guessing weighs. I got it from Play It Again Sports for $60, and I'm starting to think that I ripped them off because it's an official. It says on the bar it's an official Olympic bar. It's about the same. I think it's the same thickness as the other bar that I have that I bent the hell out of and just destroyed. The knurling is good, but I really believe that it's heavier than 45 pounds, like the normal 45 pounds, and that makes me confident about my squats because I got 405 for 6, and they all felt pretty good. I tried to do them real not like slow and controlled, but I didn't focus on exploding and just. I focus more on the control as opposed to the explosiveness, and I switched up my technique slightly. I started looking down, probably at I don't know, probably not at my feet, but if someone were to stand 10 feet away from me, I'd probably be looking at the kneecaps. You can sort of see. Well, I'm exaggerating the looking down in these reps, but because Brandon Lilly is a masochist, and we all know that, he calls for 50 rep squats in the cube, and I have to oblige the big bearded man. So I did those with 135 pounds. They are awful. They are one of the worst things ever in the history of the world. And if you've ever done a set of 50 rep squats, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you tell me that they're not a big deal, you're probably the same kind of guy that derives pleasure off of getting whipped and other stuff like that because you would have to be a masochist. They're awful. My right hamstring, some of these are I cut right at parallel. I don't think any of them were high, but they're right at parallel. But my right hamstring was cramping. I don't know the name of the muscle, but the muscle on the front of my calves were cramping terribly. It was really, really weird. It was really, really painful. I felt like I was gonna puke, and it was just generally not fun, but I had a good week in training. That deadlift day was kind of iffy just because I bought that bar this past weekend, the new bar that I would use tonight for squats. I bought it last weekend, and I don't have the money to drive around a whole lot. I just use my car to go to work and come back home to my apartment. So I walked to the Play It Again Sports, which is the sports store where I bought the bar from, and I ended up walking it back. And I mean, you think having a 45 or 55 or 60, however much it weighs, pound bar on your back It's not heavy. It's sort of just there. But then if you walk a mile and a half with that on your back, it's tough. I was sweating. I was sweating a lot, and it was a day when it was like 80 degrees out, so it just wasn't fun, and I was sore. But I got through the deadlift day. I didn't miss any of my reps. Didn't miss any of my reps on the bench day, and I got them all on squat. So gonna hit my bodybuilder accessory day tomorrow. Focus on building upper body strength and bench strength, and have fun with my parents. So I'll see you all later.